tourist who mocked burqa woman in Dubai has been arrested. And that is the best news I've heard today.
First of all, she came to Dubai, not waxed, nothing.
3 words: Dubai, Port-a-Potty.
They're going to kablow over your face. All of them.
In Dubai, you can get 6 months in jail or a $21,000 to $100,000 fine for checking your man's phone. You hear me, ladies? Can go to the nigga phone.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sandy. This is Dubai Trips from Hell part 2. Yes, y'all, this is part 2. The video was too long, and like y'all know, I usually break it down to 2 parts if we need more info. So for part 2, y'all, this one is gonna be a crazy ride. Without further ado, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 20,000, y'all. If you haven't yet, do it right now. It's free to subscribe. We're on the road to 20K. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
I saw a woman do a video on places she's felt the most unsafe traveling as a black woman. Here's mine. Dubai. So I go to Dubai with my family. The first time we went, we were there for 4 days, right? Quick trip, had such a good time. We're like, let's do this again. So next time we go, we stay for an entire week. That was our big problem. That was our big mistake. We overstayed our welcome, I guess. I say that because half our experiences were great, other half uncomfortable, bordering on almost racist. So one time my siblings and I went to this hotel because they were supposed to have like some bar/club there or something. And there were, I think, 9 of us. So we took 3 different cars. And the first car gets there. One of the guys working there comes up to us and is like, what are you doing here? And we're like, we're waiting for our siblings. And then we wanted to see like your bar/club. And then he backs away, goes to stand in a corner. Next car comes right back to us. I said, what are you doing here? And we're like, we just told you what we're doing here. He backs away. Third car comes. He's still in his little corner. Third car comes. He comes up to us. I said, what are you doing here? He's yelling at us now. And we're like, no. My older brother and 2 of my sisters went in on this man. We asked for the manager. When the manager came, he made him apologize because why are you just questioning why we're there when we've already told you, 1, we're waiting for the rest of our siblings. 2, we came to check out the bar or club that you guys have been advertising. At another point, we were in our hotel getting into the elevator. This lady grabs her 2 kids and is literally yelling, no, please don't come in here. We're like, okay. Every morning we would go down to breakfast. Entire breakfast will turn around and stare at us as we're getting our food. When we sit down, still staring.
So how most girls fell in Miami, me and some of my people fell out in Dubai, okay? So long story short, it was my birthday. We had this trip planned. It was already planned with 3 girls locked in. We already had everything booked. We were supposed to go from Atlanta to London, from London to Dubai, Dubai to Bali, and then Bali back to Dubai, then Dubai back to Atlanta, okay? So we ended up, us 3 had already had first class, everything booked. We're ready to go. Then this one girl that I had just kind of started chilling with, she was like, I want to go. I'm like, okay, get your ticket and you can go. So she ended up getting her ticket last minute. I didn't really think she was going to get it, but she did. And it's like the day before we left, me and her had already had some weird issue happen. And long story short, with that issue, we went out the Sunday before we left, and I'm in the car talking on the phone with this dude. She's in the back seat. My gay homeboy's driving, and she tells me to get the fuck off the phone. So I tell my homeboy, like, who is she talking to? I'm like, pull over. I was like, you can get out. And she was like, okay, like, what? Really? You gonna do this again? Because you're talking to me crazy in my car while I'm on the phone with, at the time, might have been my man. You're not gonna embarrass me like that. Like, who is you telling to get off the phone? So I have him pull over, my homeboy. He pulls over, and I'm like, you can get out the car. I just don't want you in my car. I even called her a truck. I said, I called you a truck. It'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm gonna wait till it gets here, but you're not gonna disrespect me. Mind you, we were leaving the next morning, okay? So my thing is that I feel like she was pressed to go on this trip, because if somebody did that to me, I would automatically call it and be like, red flag, I'm not gonna go out the country with this person. You shouldn't wanna still go out the country with me. I just put you out of my car. So the next day she calls me, she was like, hey, I'm like, what's up? Because I'm still irritated because you really were just drunk, whatever, but what time are you going to the airport? So I chalk it up, I let it go. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. When I'm going to the airport, I tell her what time I'm going to the airport, like, you know, we can go, whatever. She's still coming to Dubai, okay? We end up flying to Dubai, and when we get there, you know, we had checked into this nice suite. We had one of the nicest suites ever. Like, it was beautiful. It was like 3 bedrooms, like at the Palm, amazing. So this night, my one homegirl, who's a nurse, she was like, I'm gonna take a nap. I just got off a 12-hour shift, and this flight was crazy. So me and the other girl, who I just became friends with, she was like, let's go upstairs to the rooftop. Let's go to the club. We go, we're having fun, whatever. So the next day, my other homegirl flew in, okay? Because she flew in the day after us. So she got there, we're all lit, we're having fun, we go to the pool. So me and my 3 homegirls, not the one that I just met and invited her just because she wanted to come out the country, we ended up going to the pool. I try to wake the girl up. So this is the girl that I keep repeating, you know, I haven't been friends with her for long. I just knew her because we worked at the club together type of situation. So she's like, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep. So we're like, you want to sleep in Dubai, and it's my birthday, so I'm offended. So I was like, okay, whatever, stay asleep. Me and my homegirls, we get bottles at the pool. We done ran into these little Nigerian men who are like, y'all want to go? Like, y'all, we'll buy y'all bottles. We're gonna do whatever. Like, they pretty much covered our whole bottle tab, everything. And then they were like, y'all want to go change, and we'll go shopping, and we can go to dinner. So when we go back up to the room, mind you, we left the room at like 12. We didn't go back to the room till 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, probably about 6 o'clock. We changed really quick, got dressed. She's still asleep. I'm telling her, like, girl, wake up. Like, it's nighttime now. We're about to go, like 6 o'clock-ish. You know, the stores are still open till 9. So I'm like, girl, we're about to go to dinner. Like, get up, get dressed. She still want to sleep. So I'm like, let her sleep. So me and my other homegirls, we get dressed, we go. We didn't know who he was with, but we was with some you know, rich Africans, pretty much. They done took us to Van Cleef, get what you want, put it on my tab, just throw it in the bag type of situation, okay? We just met them at the pool, at the Palm in Dubai, okay? They was like, yeah, whatever. So from there, after we got to doing that, we went to go to dinner. So after dinner, they wanted to go to the club. I was like, oh, well, I want to go back to my room, change into my club outfit, and then we can go to the club. Like, y'all come get us. So I go back in the room, and when I go back, you know, I'm going with my little shopping bags, whatever. I walk in, and she's like halfway up. She's like sitting in the bed, just chilling. I'm like, girl, you should have woke up. Like, we met these dudes at the pool. We done went shopping. They paid for everything. Like, we even went to dinner. Like, now we're gonna go to the club. She was like, oh, why didn't you wake me up? I did, and you told us to leave you alone, and didn't nobody tell you to come to Dubai and go to sleep on the first full day that we're here? So she has attitude. She wakes up, I'm like, are you coming? She was like, yeah, I'm coming. She wakes up, starts getting dressed, whatever. And like, my other friends that I was there with, they're kind of like we all kind of have things. And when I say things, I mean like we were like material girls, you know, like we were, you know, head to toe, you know? And with her, it's like she fit in, but not as much. Like, she stepped, but she ain't stepped as hard as what we was, you know? And I noticed that early, but I don't judge off of that. So we all get dressed for dinner or whatever. I mean, for the club. We were going to the club. The dude sends a car, right? We had already had a driver this whole time, like a little S550. It was nice. Y'all will probably see from the videos, because a lot of people comment on the videos like, oh, that's not a chic. I was joking. It was our driver. So the driver comes and gets us. We are in this car, whatever. She has an attitude. You can feel the energy. My best friend that I've been friends with for 6-7 years, she's texting me like, Courtney, I don't like her energy, especially on your birthday. Like, I'm not feeling it. So I'm like, she just woke up, like, you know, give her a minute, like, you know, whatever. And she's probably upset because she didn't get to come shopping with us because everything was free. But just, you know, we'll let it go. So I had let the girl know, like, we're meeting back up with these Africans, you know. So we pull up to the club. The African dudes, they come out and get us. We go in. The dude comes to me. He's like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, Casa Azul. He orders 2 bottles of Casa Azul, right? Casa Azul is very good tequila. The girl who was the last person to come on the trip, you know, that slept all day, she's like, I want something else to drink. Like, I'm not drinking this. She's sitting there like this. Like, I'm like, girl, you're not gonna drink one of the most expensive tequilas that you could get out here. Like, don't act bougie. Don't do that, because you're not like that. And so I'm like, what's wrong? You know, I'm asking her, like, are you okay? Like, why are you acting like this? Like, what's wrong? She was like, I just know. And at the end of the day, this is what happened. The African showed up with 4 of his friends, right? And, you know, so I'm talking to one, my homeboy talking to one, now she's talking to his homeboy. She's like, his homeboy just in my ear, like, I don't want to talk to him. Like, I don't want to talk to him. But when my African would be like, what's wrong, sweetheart? She would be like, nothing. Like, we could take a shot. I tried to hand her a shot to take with me. She said no. The African that I was talking to tried to hand her a shot, and she's all gung-ho for it. But so the African that she was hooked up with, she's not even knowing, because she's judging him off of, like, you know, his toned down appearance. This man is like a government official. Like, he's like, he got Arab money. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to disclose that to you because I'm seeing how you're moving. So when it came to the dude that I was talking to, she started being nice to him and, oh, nothing's wrong. But as soon as I would talk to her, she would be like, yeah, like, I'm not in the best mood. But as soon as the dude that was like on my body, who had took me shopping and everything like that, was talking to her, it was, yeah, let's take shots. You want to take shots with me on my birthday, but he hands you a shot and you're all for it. My mind flipped. What? So from here, we're about to go to another club, right? My homegirl that I was friends with for a long time, for the 6-year, we'll call her my 6-year homegirl. She pulls me to the side like, I don't like her energy towards you. How is she being so weird towards you, who brought her out here for your birthday? But as soon as the dude that done took you shopping and did all this for you starts talking to her, she want to act all nice and funny and haha kiki giggly, but won't even take a shot with you. I'm like, don't worry about it, let's go to the next place. We go to the next place, okay? Mind you, I'm just like mentally in my head keeping track of what's going on, but I wasn't letting it bother me. When we go to the next place, we're walking out. They have on dresses. I have on a little Balenciaga 2-piece. I'm like, y'all look so cute. I want to take a picture of y'all. So I'm behind them taking a picture. She steps to the side. I'm like, girl, no, like, you look cute. Y'all fit. Like, it's really cute. I'm trying to get cute content. She was like, I don't want to be in your video. Like, no, like, I'm good. I'm like, but she tried to turn up in front of the dude. The dude says to her, like, oh, don't yell at my baby. Don't yell at my baby. Calm down, sis. Calm down, sis. What's wrong? She was like, nothing. I just really, like, you know, like, how is you getting offensive towards me? Now he comes and it's like, no, we no fight. We no fight. She's like, yeah, all over his face. At this point, I'm like, where I left off is telling you guys how we went to the second club. So we ended up going to the next place or whatever. And when we got there, it was the same stuff. You know, she was being weird towards me, being nice towards him. At one point, she had told his homeboy to get out of her face. He's just trying to be nice. He don't know you, whatever. Her energy was just horrible. So from here, you know, the little African dude was talking to me. He's like, hey, like, do you want to go somewhere else after this? And I'm like, you know what? Let's just go back to the room and me and you can go, like, to the beach. Behind the Palm 5, which is where we stayed, there's, like, the pool. There's a restaurant. Then behind the restaurant, there's a beach with sand, and they have a little lounge on the sand on the beach. It's really cute. I loved it. So we go back to the room. Me and the girls go upstairs. You know, her and my 6-year friend, my nurse friend, had kind of got into it. She pretty much had been like, why are you acting like this? Like, you're not entitled to nothing. Like, the way you're acting is just crazy. You're being a hater. And her and my friend, they ended up getting into it. And I was like, you know what? We're going back to the room, okay? I tell the dude, like, we're just gonna go back. We go back to the room. We go up there. Everybody's energy off, okay? So I'm texting him. He's like, do you want to go to the beach? I said, you know, there's a beach right behind the hotel. Like, yeah, let's go to this little lounge. We can smoke some hookah, get some food. It's late night, whatever. So I tell them, like, yo, I'm gonna go hang out with him. I'm gonna go, you know, to the little beach, whatever, smoke some hookah, you know, maybe drink a little bit more, get some food. The girl, the attitude, she's like, so you're gonna leave again? And I'm like, yeah. She's pretty much like, you know, her questioning kind of seemed like, well, why are we not going? I'm going to hang out with him. So she had an attitude, of course. And I was like, this man just spent all this money all day. We had a great time. It's like, I bring you out, you have attitude, you ruin the vibe, so I'm just gonna go hang out with him by myself. Yeah, she didn't like that at all. Like, oh, so we gotta stay in the room? No, y'all can go do whatever y'all want, but I'm gonna go hang out with him by myself. Do you get what I'm saying? So, of course, she says whatever, starts having an attitude, and then she's pretty much like, well, if you're just gonna keep leaving, I can just go home. And you can. And you can. And so she ends up like, I leave, I go downstairs, I'm smoking hookah, enjoying my time with him, having a blast. And my other friend who had talked to his friend, she came too. So it was like a 2-on-2 date type of thing. And then the other 2 girls stayed in the room. So we're down there vibing, and she's like, you just want to leave us up here? Well, no, because when I just brought you out, your attitude was horrible. You were low-key trying to, ease up on him. He didn't even want you. He was just being nice. And it's like, I don't want that energy around. I'm really trying to enjoy my birthday. And if this man just took me, shopping, meeting me first day, of course, I'm going to go eat, smoke hookah. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow type of situation. And go hang out with him again the next day. So we ended up going to the little hookah place, having a ball, had a great time. When I go back to the room, she's just like, just the energy's bad. Oh, so what did y'all do? Oh, we went to the beach, just chilled, relaxed. Oh, so why we couldn't come? Because it was 2-on-2, and that's just what it was. Sorry. If you would have been nice to his friend, maybe you could have came, because you would have had somebody to vibe with. But I'm not gonna bring you on this, 2-on-2 date. Like, I'm just not. So she pretty much starts like, it's like she was using her going home as a threat. Like, I can just go home. I can just go home. And you can. I'm telling her, you can go get your own room too if you want to leave. Like, you can go. I don't care. You're ruining my birthday, in my opinion. You're being a hater. All the signs are there. Like, my friend who's not drama and she's not problematic is sitting here saying, Courtney, no. And at that point, after you did all this, I realized what it is. Like, simple situation, you're a hater. So the next day we go on the motor cars, and she ends up coming. Everything was supposed to be fine. Yeah. It was weird. She ends up still coming to do that adventure. She was just staying at this point to get pictures. It's like she took a picture in the hotel, she took a picture in Dubai, she took a picture on the cars type stuff, and then her flight was later that day. So me, I'm just finishing out the day, calling it what it is, not saying nothing. And so we go back to the room after the motor cars, after I think she wrecked one, but there was insurance on it, so it was crazy. But anyways, stressing about that, but we ended up getting that handled. So we go back up to the room, and long story short, her energy's off, and she tells me the story about how she has to go home, and it's not because of you. It's not even because of the situation that happened with us. Something's going on with my family, whatever. I'm like, yeah, girl, whatever. You just wanted to come to Dubai, get a couple of pictures, and it didn't go how you wanted it to go. So you wanted to be a hater and be mean for no reason. So at this point, she ends up leaving. Thank God. And we end up having a good rest of the time, except now there's a problem with the other girl, not my friend that I'm best friends with. The girl I told you that came the second day, that came from Texas. Yeah, that'll be part 3, and I'll give you guys that. But she ends up leaving, everything's cool, and we, continue about our trip. So after she left was when my birthday really had started. My friend had planned with my man at home, who I was dating at the time. He couldn't make it, of course, and he had stuff going on, but he had planned to have my room decorated. He had called me and was like, go to the spa. I booked you the spa appointment. I'm telling my friend, y'all want to come? We'll just handle it, whatever. She's like, no, I'm gonna stay. I'm sitting here wondering why my friend don't want to come to the spa with me. So I go to the spa, and when I come back to the spa, my whole room is decorated, okay? Happy birthday, gorgeous. Everything's in green, money green that I love. He had security deliver, which was my first Birkin, my green Birkin, to my room, and had my friend set up this whole nice thing for me, okay? I was in love. It was so cute. Mind you, this happened on the 5th, so 2 or 3 days after she had left, okay? And this was also the night of my birthday dinner. So I had posted, oh my God, my room so decorated. I love this. Thank you so much. My birthday, amazing. I had got, a couple of gifts, and, everybody went crazy. So she wasn't there for that, but I'm guessing she had seen the post and she caught herself going to work talking about it. Okay. Okay, now next. So I finished out the trip. I'll give you guys the part 3 on the other girl and what happened, but let me finish out with her. So when I ended up coming home, when I came home, energy was off at work. It's like everybody knew that something happened, because you see her in Dubai with me having fun, then you see she left and I stayed, and you could tell that it was something, but it was she didn't automatically post that she was at home. She kind of just didn't say anything. So when I got back to Atlanta, of course, I hear little girls the girls snickering and talking like, oh yeah, y'all fell out in Dubai, this and that. And I'm like, it's not even that we fell out. Did she tell you the truth? I didn't correct anything. This is me correcting it now, because of course there's a lot of stories out there of stuff that's being said and everything else. This girl stayed for a whole full 24 hours. You can even give it 36 hours. So it's like my birthday dinner, everything that happened after that, she wasn't even there for anything after that. She wasn't there for my gifts. She wasn't there for what my, person did for me. Like, she wasn't there for none of it. But she felt the need to speak on it and act like she was there. Speaking on stuff that you weren't even there for. You want to talk down on me so bad, right? And you wasn't even there. And that's the thing, you pretended that you finished out the trip instead of telling the truth that you left and went home because you were being a hater. And then you came home and just lied. And so when I came home, I didn't correct nothing. And then one day we were in a bag together and she pretty much was like, I got you, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna make sure you get your cut out this bag. As soon as I leave the club on this day, another girl calls me, has me listening to the conversation. She was like, yeah, like her Birkin's this and that and all this other stuff. And I'm sitting here like, first of all, you don't know who I deal with. You don't know what my man at the time did for me, because you're not a friend and you weren't there. You left the second and a half day. You get what I'm saying? You weren't there for anything. So when you started making up these lies to try to savage my character and make people think, oh, she has fake this and fake that, I'm sorry that a man has never bought you anything of value. That's not my fault. But for you to come back to Atlanta and spread false information about me for something you were not there for is crazy. So long story short, she went home, and then when she came home, she decided to run her mouth. So another one of the girls that went to Dubai, okay, I had met her because, like, all of the cute, girlies, we all be knowing each other. So I had met her. She had known my nurse friend, but didn't know her like that. Like, just knew her like in passing type of situation. I had met this girl just like, being at the little private parties and stuff like that. Like, with little athletes and artists, whatever. So she would always call me like a mentor. Like, hey, this dude wants me to come hang out with him. Like, what do you think I should say? Like, I'm sitting here like, girl, I don't know. Like, a lot of people have this misconception about me that I'm just out here just like telling men like, oh yeah, I want this, da, da, da. Like, no, like, men meet me and they like me. They see I'm like a real cool person and they just do. You get what I'm saying? They just do. Because I'm the type, like, if I have to ask a man for something, I don't want to talk. I don't talk no more. So it's like, I don't know why women have this misconception about me that, oh, I just ask men for thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, no. When someone likes you and they want to deal with you and they want you to be happy, they will do stuff naturally. So this girl would call me and she pretty much will be like, yeah, I'm about to go hang out with this dude. Like, yeah, like, I'm gonna hang out with this dude and like, every time I hang out with him, he'll give me like 1,000 or he'll give me like a couple hundred. But like, how do you get men, how do you get, I'm saying her like, baby, like, men are different for different women, okay? And that's what a lot of girls have to understand. What a man will do for me or what he'll do for the next girl, it's not guaranteed that it's gonna happen for you, that they're gonna just buy every girl that they meet a Chanel bag and a freaking buzz down. Like, no, that's not how it works. When you're dealing with somebody, they really care, they want to see you smile. Or like I told you, it'd be her gifts. So this girl, anyway, she would always call me, and it was like, there was multiple situations. I would always give her advice, like, girl, look, at the end of the day, is this somebody you like? And she would is like a model wife type. When I say model wife type, she's not a dancer. She's not like, an outside type of girl. Like, she is, but okay, here's the thing. There's some girls that tell the truth about being dancers and being in the streets, and there's girls that lie and do it sneakily, but everybody knows, okay? And she was one of those girls that plays innocent and lies, but she be, okay, getting down. A lot of girls that y'all look up to, you'll be seeing them on trips and all this other stuff, thinking, oh, YouTube's paying for it, or this is paying for it. No, baby, she's going to a full orgy party probably. Anyways, so that's the difference. So with her, it's like her energy was more like soft and sweet and timid. And I had told her, like, the difference between you and me is I'm more like aggressive. I'm more like, I'm me, okay? As it's where with you give off this vibe of like, sweetheart, and I do no wrong, and I'm so innocent. Like, I'm not innocent, okay? I'll tell a man, like, I'm a demon, okay? Like, if you put me there, I'll get there, get active with you. So I was trying to tell her, it's like, it's not really about what you're saying. I said, it's just how you carry yourself. These men might see you more as somebody they want to date instead of somebody they just want to give 10,000 to and get out of my face. Like, you know? So I was trying to tell her, like, I can't give you advice for real. So we had, and listen, I'm gonna tell you, because this is where everything has started being real weird. We had went to Miami. Okay, while we're in Miami, we go, it's me, my nurse friend, and her. We go, we check into the room. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the pool. Any of y'all know when you go to Miami, all the little IG girlies, me, not no more. I stay at the Satai or I stay at like Nobu, okay? I stopped staying at this hotel because this is a hotel, okay? Mondrian South Beach is a hotel. If you know, you know. So we had a room there. We're like, let's go to the pool. I'm like, yeah, well, my friend has said that we could go meet him at the pool. She was like, oh, yeah, and I have a friend too. Later, he'll take us out to dinner. I'm like, oh, cool, bet. Like, we got the plays for the night. We got what we doing. So I'm texting the dude or whatever. I'm like, hey, I'm about to come down or whatever. Like, you good? Like, we're on the way. He's like, yeah, I'm at the. So we end up going to the pool. So when we get to the pool, mind you, this dude is an athlete, okay, a very known one, and I'm walking, I'm leading the way, because like I said, we're meeting with my friend. I'm leading the way, I walk up to him, I give him a hug, and I'm like, hey, this is my friend, and so it's like the girl's like her whole demeanor is like weird. She ends up like just giving a little side hug saying, hey, whatever, like how are you doing? Like I could tell they knew something, okay? It was something. Mind you, when she was telling me about the friend that we were going to eat with that night, the thing that she was setting up, she was like, yeah, I'll be linking him, but he don't ever be trying to give me no money. And I was like, girl, I don't know, okay? So this is the story. This is what she was telling me about the person we were meeting with that night. Yo, while we go to the pool, I'm chilling, the dude buying drinks, I'm having fun, I'm so slow. I didn't realize the tension, the energy, okay? Because me, I'm getting drunk. I'm at the pool, I'm drinking Casamigos, 1942, round it up, okay? Yeah, so we have fun, we're drunk, whatever. I tell him, like, hey, we're gonna go back to the room, we're gonna get dressed, we have to go to dinner. I'm asking her, like, hey, you know, are you still gonna go to dinner with your friend? She was like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna talk to you when we get upstairs, whatever. I'm like, okay. We go upstairs. Mind you, been drinking. She was like, that is who I was talking about that was gonna take us to dinner tonight. I was like, oh. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. And I was like, why you didn't really say? She was like, I didn't want to ruin the mood or whatever. And I was like, okay, keep it P. Keep it P. I like that. So I'm telling her, like, girl, at the end of the day, all these dudes talk to multiple girls. Like, we shouldn't even care. Like, you know, she was like, yeah, like, all right, whatever. And so we ended up not going to eat dinner with him, right? He's texting me, mind you, he hasn't said, listen, niggas is dogs. He ain't said, like, oh, I know you're a friend. He ain't said nothing. But at the end of the day, that's not my man. I think he like a little trick. I'm never gonna take him serious, okay? So I wasn't worried about it. He still texted me like, what are you doing tonight? You still wanna go to dinner? I'm like, let's go eat tomorrow. Like we can chill around with whatever. Because at this point, I'm thinking me and oh girl, we got an agreement. And when we was down there, you didn't say nothing, and it's nothing serious. You just was, before we went down to the pool and you found out it was the same person, you was complaining about how he barely ever do anything for you. So it's not your man. So from there, the next day we wake up, she's like, hey, I'm gonna go eat with my friend. I'm like, okay, because we're all in the same room. She goes, she eats with her friend. So dude from the pool's hitting me up like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm chilling, I just woke up. He was like, let's go get some brunch. So me and nurse friend, we go get brunch with the dude. Mind you, the other girl left and went to eat with a whole another man. So in my head, I'm like, oh, she don't care about him. So yeah, I might as well go eat. I ain't got paid for nothing. Let's go. So we go. And so when we go eat, whatever. She calls me. She's like, hey, I'm headed back to the room. I was like, oh yeah, me too. We went to go eat or whatever. So the dude drove like a little Rolls Royce truck, okay? We're pulling up to the front of the hotel. And if you know, when you pull up to Mondrian, it's a whole scene, okay? So I'm pulling up. I'm just chilling. My nurse friend, she gets out the back seat, whatever. The dude's like, hey, what are you about to do? Like, I do want to see you again before you leave. I'm like, I'm about to just go upstairs, try to find something to wear, whatever. He ends up giving me like $4,000. And he's like, well, here, like, go get you something to wear. Like, I want to see you. And I'm like, okay. So I had like my little small Dolce & Gabbana bag. So I get out of his car, okay, with my little Dolce & Gabbana bag, and the money couldn't fit in the bag. So I'm holding it in my hand. I get out the car. Nurse friend already is at the hotel door, walking into the hotel. Her, the other girl, she pulls up in a black truck. She's getting out as I'm walking in. I'm like, oh, hey, girl. She was like, oh, is that? And I was like, yeah, he took us to brunch or whatever. Mind you, I'm staying here with $4,000 in cash. Like, it's like I didn't feel like I got caught because you just went ate with a whole nother dude, so you shouldn't care. But it's like her attitude went, okay? So from there, We go up to the room, and she just starts like asking me questions, like, so how long have you like known him? I'm like, girl, I met him like 4 or 5 months ago. This is my third time hanging out with him. Like, I don't know him like that. Like, he just asked to go to brunch, and I went. And so she was like, yeah, like, don't you think that's a little weird? And I was like, well, I mean, it wasn't weird when we went and you didn't say nothing at the pool yesterday, so I didn't think it was weird. You went with somebody else to go drink with and to chill with. So, you know, he asked to go to brunch, we went. And so she was like, I just think that's kind of weird. And I was like, I mean, at the end of the day, these is gonna be niggas, okay? And me, I don't love none of them. So I'm just chilling. And it's like her energy was off. Yo, when I tell you, we had like made plans to go somewhere that night or whatever. We ended up going, and it was around like some more like athlete type of situation, okay? So we get there, and she is being, I don't know these men. I don't know. When we go out this night, I don't know these men at all. I'm to myself. I'm chilling, I'm talking to a nurse friend, I'm minding my business, okay? She's all up in the dude's face, like, you know, trying to keep his attention. So he directs the conversation, like, what's your name? Like, you need to introduce me to your friends. Like, that's how he's saying it to her. She's like, oh, she's like, this is gorgeous. And then she introduced my nurse friend. He was like, oh, nice to meet you, whatever. So then his conversation directs to me. So where you from? Like, what you do? Just talking to me, whatever. Me, I'm just answering the questions, but I'm not trying to do too much because I already know mentally she feels some type of way about other situations. So I'm not about to just keep on looking like, I know I don't look no way, but a girl will feel like you're trying to be weird, you know? So me, I'm not trying to speak too much into it at all. So we're drinking, we get drunk. I get to the drunk where I'm like, I want to go. Like, I don't want to go to booby trap. I'm going to go back to the room. The dude, mind you, we had took a truck to meet these second group of people. The dude was like, no, I got y'all. I'm going to take y'all back to y'all room. Y'all get in the car with me. Okay? I'm drunk. I'm going to the room. I'm going to sleep. He was like, oh, I got y'all. On the way to the room, I think we're going straight to the room because I am drunk. He's like, you want some food? I'm like, no, we're okay. Mind you, I sat in the back of his car. I let her sit up front because y'all seemed like y'all had a connection, right? Right. So when we get out, me and nurse friend, we get out, we go upstairs, and then she gets out, but he gets out the car too. Where are you going? So I had texted her, like, don't bring him up here. Like, y'all go, like, we don't know him. Like, I'm really not, like, I'm trying to lay down. Like, I'm tired. So he was like, I'm just going to come up and order some food with y'all. Like, I'm going to cover and pay for it, whatever. And it's like, so we get up there, and I sit in the living room, nurse friend. He comes and sits right next to me. He was like, you was turned, huh? I'm like, yeah. I'm trying to be stiff, y'all. I'm trying to be stiff for the sake of this girl's securities, okay? So he was like, yeah, what you want to eat? So he's like, I'm like, let's just wait till she get out here. She can look at the menu. Like, I'm drunk. I don't really care. I'm not even hungry. He was like, oh, well, like, you know, maybe I can get you some water. Like, he's being real attentive. I'm like, no, I get up. I'm like trying to go to my room. I go into my room because we had this suite, right? She ends up coming out her room because she had changed, I guess, into like something more comfortable type situation. I don't know. So I go to my room. I'm chilling in my room because I'm drunk. She comes in there. She's like, girl, come on. Like, he wants to, he's trying to talk to us, like, you know, come out here, and plus, like, I need to know how to handle like the situation. I'm like, what situation? She's wanting me to mentor her on how to talk to this dude. Girl, I'm drunk. I don't want to talk to nobody right now, and I can already see where this is about to go. I didn't get up out of my bed, y'all. I stayed in my bed. But she was like, you already done got your money. Like, I need to get some money. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is where that drunk talk starts to come out, okay? She's like, you went out just to brunch with him, and he gave me some money, and now this dude, he trying to link with me. Like, what do I need to, like? I'm like, girl, I don't know. Just tell the man you want to go shopping or something, but I'm not coming out there. Because here's how it would have went, y'all. If I would have went out there, I know how athletes are, I know how they move, okay? He would have been like, what's up with y'all? Like, you know, if she would have asked him for anything, as hard as he was on my body, he would have been like, what's up with you and your friend? You get what I'm saying? I don't want him at all. I'm drunk. I want to go to sleep. So I'm telling her, like, no, I'm not coming. So when I didn't come out the room, because I knew that that's probably what was said for her to come in the room and try and get me, she came in the room like, girl, he left. With an attitude. She has an attitude. I'm like, girl, okay, go to bed. Like, we've been drinking all day. Let's go to bed. So she's like, has an attitude. And I'm like, girl, get out of my room. Get out. Because right now I'm drunk. I want to go to bed. And you're mad at me because a man left. Mad because how the cards played is that he didn't want you without you trying to get me, and I wasn't going for it. I don't want it, and I don't want nothing like that with you because, first of all, you're not really my type, but also it's just like I see the mess. Okay, nurse friend, she like, girl, no, leave that alone, because she already felt the energy. So the next day, she's like, what do y'all want to do today? I'm like, girl, we can do whatever. Like, you know, we go to the pool again. We go to the pool. At the pool, it's this dude who's very known. I'm not gonna say like what he does, but anyway, he's at the pool. Okay, she knows him. I don't know him. I don't know him. Let me speed it up. Pretty much what we kept running into was situations where she either knew a dude that I knew, or there was a situation where she had talked to a dude and he had either knew me and had did stuff for me, but would kind of like dog, like, you know, baby treat her, you know, like give her like a little bit of green beans, as in where I'm eating the whole steak. Okay, so instead of her just realizing like, girl, these men are for everybody, like call it a day, she ended up having an attitude towards me so bad that she ended up leaving the Miami trip. But Dubai was already planned. Okay, so when my birthday came around, she was still coming to Dubai. Okay, so when she came to Dubai, I hadn't really been talking to her that much, but she was also cool with nurse friend. So I'm like, oh yeah, like I still kept in like touch with her, but it wasn't as close because I had a radar on me of like, this girl likes me, but she don't like that I guess she can't compete with me, and I'm not trying to compete. Like I can put you on game, but we just not the same people, so my game not gonna work for you. You get what I'm saying? So as we're in Dubai, so when we're in Dubai, everything happens. The day that we went to the pool, the three of us and Angry Bird stayed in the room. She was at the pool with us, and the two Nigerians had tried to talk to me and nurse friend. First of all, she came to Dubai, not waxed, nothing. Okay, so she at the pool and like, she just wasn't like up to par, okay? But she had got mad because me and nurse friend had picked our little 1-2 out and we had it understood. And she was like, oh, like, man, I wish y'all would have like came and got me when y'all first saw him. Like, that's not fair. So, like, long story short with her, she just had an attitude the whole time. She ended up staying the whole trip, but it was just weird because it was just like, I cannot help certain things. And this is like the stuff that I always go through with my friendships. It's like, I happen to be a very strong personality, you know, and I don't need nobody's man. Okay, like I got my own situations. I don't need to do none of that. But it was like when you're a girl and you're in a certain lifestyle, there's a very good chance that your best friend and you have dealt with or did, you know, had a run-in with the same man. Some girls can handle it, some can't, because when they find out that the men be doing more for you than what they do for them, they want to get mad at you for it. Anyways, so Dubai kind of was like, there was a backstory behind the Dubai, and that's kind of where all the drama had came from. But it was like with her, she just kind of had an attitude the whole time in Dubai too. She stayed, but she had an attitude.
Dubai is not, and I repeat, it is not for the insecure. Please, girls, like if you have, like, everyone's got some insecurities, okay, but if you're deeply insecure about the way that you look, I pray stay at home, stay in the UK, do not come to Dubai. You cannot step out without seeing at least 30 women that you're like, oh my fucking god, she is gorgeous. And I'm a pretty secure person, so I'm calm in seeing a gorgeous woman, giving her her flowers, and knowing that we're just either different kinds of pretty or like we're just in our own lanes. That's calm. But I don't want to keep hearing girls that are looking at girls that have had a lot of work done and just saying, oh, maybe I should get this done, or maybe I need a BBL, or maybe I should like get hair extensions down to my ass. Right, don't get me wrong, yes, it looks unreal, it looks incredible, but just do you, please, and learn to love you, because Dubai will just eat you up, and you'll get to like the end of the year and you'll have every piece of like filler or Botox or whatever done, and you didn't even feel the need to get it done before you lived here. I'm from Staines in Surrey. Like, this is a small little spot. I was easily in the top 5% of good looking girls in Staines. And now I've just got to be comfortable with the fact that maybe I'm not in the top 50% of good looking girls in this city. Maybe I'm not, but no one's me, I'm a vibe. Also, I'm not against like getting work done, but my thing is you should get work done when you've been insecure about something for a long time. Like, I'm not for like just changing things because I'll look better, because you can always look better.
This is for those of you, my people, who love to run your butts to Dubai. Here's some things that you absolutely need to know. Listen up. Do you know you can get arrested for some of the craziest stuff in Dubai? I'm talking about crazy. Crazy. Swearing. Number one, swearing, cussing, especially the F-bomb, the F word. You can get 1 year in jail or a $2,157 fine. 1 year for saying the F word. Oh yeah, and you can't swear online, you can't swear on social media, you're going to jail. Number 2, checking somebody's phone is an invasion of privacy in Dubai. You can get 6 months in jail or a $21,000 to $100,000 fine for checking your man's phone. You hear me, ladies? Can go through the nigga phone. Number 3, eating or drinking on public transportation. That's Uber, that's Lyft, that's taxi, that's bus. Okay, your butt will get a fine. $22. They're gonna fine you $22. Okay, you can buy a whole nother meal with that $22. This ain't your don't eat. This ain't your car. This ain't your house. Number 4, carrying any type of food that contain poppy seeds. They say y'all know what y'all doing. Stop playing in their face. Number 5, if you have a messy car, they can tow your car. They could tow your car and they're gonna fine you for having a nasty, junky car. They say, you ain't finna ride around on our streets of Dubai like that. Number 6, making and spreading rumors. A lot of y'all love to do that. Y'all wouldn't be able to get away with this mess over there, okay? You can get up to 3 years in jail for making and spreading a rumor about somebody or telling somebody business. Number 7, okay? Holding hands, kissing, hugging, all that. The people say they don't need to see your personal business. You need to get a room. You need to get a room, okay? We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. You're going to jail, okay? You're going to jail. Especially if this person you're not married to. You're not married to this person. You're hugging this person. You trash bot. The people of Dubai say you're not going to hoe over here. Number 8, okay? Taking or sharing photos of an accident. Y'all love to take pictures of stuff. Y'all love to insert yourself in other people's business, okay? Love to take pictures telling them to check on your people. Your ass going to jail, okay? If you take a picture of any type of crime scene and you post it and you share it, you're going to jail. But I stop it.
Tourist who mocked burqa woman in Dubai has been arrested. And that is the best news I've heard today. After seeing her video where she mocked this woman with her husband because she was wearing the burqa, I'm so happy to find out that she's been arrested. She wasn't in the UK where you can record anyone, you can do what you want. She was in Dubai, and we all know that the UAE has very, very strict rules. So they must have seen her video, found out where she is, and arrested her. But yeah, all jokes aside, not only is it disgusting what she did, this woman right here was doing nothing. She was peacefully eating with her husband, and just because she was dressed like this, which is Islamic, in an Islamic country, she and her friend decided to laugh at that. It does confuse me, because why would someone just randomly take the mick out of someone who's doing nothing to them? Someone that's minding their own business, not even paying attention to them, and you just decided to mock them. But yeah, I am hoping that the UAE give them a strict sentence just so they learn their lesson, but we'll see.
Breaking news, a TikToker probably just ruined her life. This TikToker right here is probably trapped in Dubai and faces 2 years in prison for screaming at a car rental worker. I don't get why Americans think that they can just leave America and go to different countries and just think every other country is going to treat them like America. This should be a warning to everyone that you should learn the laws and the cultures of other countries and other places that you're going to go to, because you don't want to end up like this TikToker here. It's funny how a lot of people are anti-American and talk about all this stuff about America, but then they seem to forget about all the things that America allows that a whole bunch of other places don't. I mean, didn't we literally just see something happen like this from a WNBA star who brought narcotics over to Russia and almost had to spend like 10 plus years in prison because they didn't know that country's laws? I mean, guys, please, if you're going to go visit a place, do not do what this TikToker did, because she probably just ruined her life.
3 words: Dubai Port-a-Potty. Yes, it is a real thing. Sorry, y'all, I've been on a road trip, so I haven't had service for like 10 hours. Let's go ahead and get into this a little bit. Y'all keep telling me to spill, but I have to watch what I say. Y'all trying to get me caught up. So I know a couple girlies that have been on a couple trips, so I guess you could say I have the inside scoop. Have I ever been on a yachting or a Dubai trip? No, that's not me. Y'all stay safe though. You couldn't pay me $100,000 to let somebody in my mouth. Y'all, I have some friends that have not worked jobs in like 5 to 8 years. All they gotta do is spend 1 weekend in Dubai and they will come home with $50,000. But yes, you do have to let them get the goods. And there may be a golden shower, maybe even a post-laxative shower. So if you're wondering who the hell is sponsoring this C-list reality star that hasn't been on a Netflix show in like 5 years, how is this IG model with 2K likes somehow with a new Chanel bag, always in Dubai, always all over Paris? You know, I'm sure some people get their money, you know, different ways. But a lot of times, this shit is also done in groups. So my friends have seen some very familiar faces. People you would not expect. So the next time you feel a little jealous or you feel, oh my gosh, I wish that was my life, it's the E. coli in the mouth for me. Wait, but did you guys hear about that one situation where that influencer was literally gonna fly to Dubai to sleep with a minor? You can look this up. Homegirl got exposed. Somebody tricked her. They said that they were going to give her, you know, thousands of dollars if she agreed to, you know, fly overseas and participate in activities that she shouldn't be fucking doing, obviously, with a minor. And they managed to somehow get her to record a video describing everything that she was about to do and saying that she agreed to it. And they fucking posted it as they should. And that person got caught. Imagine the amount of people that are doing weird shit like that behind the scenes. Y'all need to be careful who you idolize.
And I would be lying if I said that some of these situations didn't involve animals.
There actually used to be a website, not the Alpha Change, there actually used to be a website that you could go to and sign up, and like there'd be a bunch of guys on there. You just post your picture, your age, you know, all that, and people will like hire you, and they guaranteed 7 figures a month. But it's gone now. Before y'all try to go and find it, stop.
Dubai Port-a-Potty has been going on for so many years, and I'm surprised it's actually come up again because it's no news. This is where some women who find sexual pleasure in coprophilia or paraphilia, which means that they enjoy pooing in another person's mouth or peeing in another person's mouth, and that's their sexual pleasure or sexual fetish or so. Our girls are actually fleeing their countries and going to these porta-potties parties. I'll call it a party because they get flown in first class. Their payments, half of their payments is paid to them, and when they get there and they conclude everything when they are coming back, the rest of their payment is paid to them. I know this because a girl came out a few years ago and did a tell-all about that kind of lifestyle that she's indulged in for a while, and she no longer wants to be part of it. What it is that when these girls get flown into the country, they spend a few days on a yacht, a very expensive yacht with very powerful people and rich people who indulge in this sexual fantasy. This 3 days weekend or a few days trip will include these men, getting into all type of sexual activities, including pooing in the girl's mouth and peeing in the girl's mouth. And these girls are getting paid from about $20,000 plus for that period of time that they are there, a few days that they are there on that yacht. I remember when I spoke about this on social media, I had girls actually coming into my inbox to say they're really interested and they want to go and get paid this money so that people can poo and pee in their mouth. So trust me, girls have been doing this since 19 Kujohoho. I say each on your own. If that's something that you like doing, absolutely. It's you an adult and you can choose what goes into your mouth and out of your mouth. But if you don't enjoy this and you're literally going there to eat people's poo for that money, I think I'll stick to my shift work and selling wigs. Thank you very much. But on a serious note, it's really sad that girls feel they need to go through this to actually live this kind of luxury lifestyle that they really want to live, instead of ending it in an honest living in a way. But I guess that's also an honest living in their own way. It's not just girls coming from Africa, from some poor country trying to make money. Or no, some of these girls are coming from the UK, the US, and other Western countries who are doing very well, where they can actually get a good job and earn good money. But that's the kind of lifestyle they choose. So never be envious of any luxurious lifestyle woman or girl you see on Instagram, because you might not know they might be eating poo or drinking pee.
They make it very easy for them to have control over you as soon as you touch down. Passport is gone. Your only transportation, your only means of communication is through this handler, and everything goes through him. They don't even interact with the girls to set this thing up. The keeper, the handler, he does all of that. This room, right? And they say whatever they hold these things, these events at, you can always tell because the smell always lingers. That's how bad it is, y'all. Being a mansion, marble floor, $1 million furniture. So that lets you know how often and frequent these poop parties are, because you're not mingling with these multi-million, billion-dollar dignitaries. They're not even looking your way. You're on one side of the room with the 304s, the Saudi kings and billionaires and princes, they're on their side. You're up here getting stuff like a pig getting ready for slaughter with the finest foods, the finest wines, the most expensive liquors that money can buy and you can think of to tell you it's time, okay? You go back into your room, they'll probably tell you to get undressed and wait for your guy, or usually guys. These men come in and y'all do the do, right? And before the deed is fully done, they're going to kablow over your face, all of it. And you can't wipe it off. You have to act like you enjoy it. And if you don't, they're going to beat the dog mess out of you and tell you got to leave and you're not going to get no money. So now their thought process is, well, we here now, but it gets worse. After said completion, right, all the people involved, that's when the boo-boo starts. And they get in squat position on your face and let it go. And they dare you to wipe it off. They dare you to gag. They dare you to look sick. They dare you to look, or they're going to beat the dog mess out of you. You're in it now. You want this money or not? So I think about 48 hours of different groups of men coming in and out of this room. Or it might just be a big grand room of all you and the girls, and they just circling around making you just get booted on. On top of that, they may bring out dogs. Leave that up to the imagination. So gotcha. Not only are you doing all these embarrassing things, you sign an NDA. Not only do you sign an NDA, you are on film. Do you not think these rich people want to see and review their nasty deeds over and over again? You are on film. And anytime you want to blackmail, or you want to go to the press, or you want to tell your story, get ready for your grandma to see boo-boo on your face, and no one's been exposed because it's like, who wants to be that person? Who wants to be the sacrificial lamb of the boo-boo club? Now these are the best case scenarios. You do your dirt, you get humiliated, you get the cash, and you go home. That is not the case for everyone. Like I said, there are hundreds of cases of girls going to Dubai and going missing. So if they want to drive you in the middle of a desert and put you in a shack, some of these girls are doing it for as low as 10. I've heard some girls getting 100K. I'm assuming the more money you get, the more depraved, the more violent, the more disgusting acts that you have to do. The next morning, you're back on a plane, back to your country. And if they like you, they'll call you back like, hey, you want to make some more money? And if not, then you get to live with the shame. You know, like I said, if you one of them social media models and influencer, even these girls trips, be careful with these girls trips, going to Dubai or going to any of these foreign places. Be sure that you are aware of the people that you are going with. That was it. I think that's pretty much the majority of it.
I don't know if you heard yet, but this young lady went to Dubai and decided, oh, I'm gonna eat fecal matter for 20 million naira, which equates to $14,000 in American money. Now she's in fear of her livelihood simply because the fecal matter, i.e. poop that she ate, had toxins in it that didn't register with her own biochemistry, to say the least. You guys, you gotta stop doing weird stuff, okay? And I heard a lot of these influencers or people who go to Dubai do that for money, and I find that really despicable. Really despicable, because people who do anything for money scares the mess out of me and cannot be trusted, period. You guys, stop making unnecessary decisions about your life.
Well, these are the countries, if you travel to, I'm looking at you wrong and I'm side-eyeing you. Like, we're gonna start strong, guys, and I'm gonna talk about the UAE, Dubai. You guys love Dubai. I get it, they have a beautiful rebrand, they have good PR, you guys think Dubai is luxurious, they have gold and all of this, but honey, literally everything going on in Sudan right now, the UAE plays a big role. They literally fund the RSF, I believe, they steal gold from Sudan and then they sell it for cheap because they don't even have gold mines there, and they're so buddy with the US that it's weird. If you're too close to the US, personally for me, that's a red flag, that's a chop, you know. So I would love for a movement for people to stop going to Dubai the same way we're not going to Hawaii, you know what I mean? Since we are on the topic of Hawaii, I'm always gonna look at you wrong if you go there, because why are you going there? They told you don't come.
Do not do this when you're visiting Dubai. And hi, I'm Iris. I'm a Dubai resident for the last 9 years. And if you're planning to visit Dubai, whether it's first time or maybe the second time, either way, you're a newbie, I have a list with things for you that I don't recommend you to do while you are here visiting Dubai. Before I get into it, because we want to avoid confusion, Dubai is not a country. Dubai, it's a city. Dubai, it's part of the United Arab Emirates. And Dubai, it's not the capital. The capital is Abu Dhabi. And I know it's a Muslim country, and obviously Dubai, it's a Muslim city, but it's one of the most open places in the Middle East. First of all, be careful who's your source of information. So if you know some people that lived here or live here for a few months, it's not the best thing. Or people that were just visiting, or even Google actually can be very misleading. I was checking some things on Google about what not to do in Dubai, and I was like, what the hell, this is not true, this is not true. And I live here for years now, and by the way, many of us live here for a very long time. For many people, 9 years, it's nothing. 9 years of Dubai. A lot of people are here for 20, 30, 40 years, or they were born and raised here, and they're not locals. So before I go into number 2, remember, your source of information is very important. Now, number 2 is, well, if you come here because you want to get drunk, super wasted, and you want to misbehave, this is not the place to be. If you want to do that, that's okay, but Dubai is not the place. Go to Ibiza, go to Mykonos, go to Las Vegas, go to Bangkok, go anywhere, but Dubai is not the place to be. Attention, it doesn't mean that in Dubai you cannot drink. Almost all places, every place has a license for alcohol. You can, first of all, we have specialized stores. You can get stuff from the airport if you want to have in your room. In the alcohol stores, you just show your passport, you get whatever you want. Every restaurant serves alcohol, every club, every bar, almost everywhere, even many shisha places. But if you're thinking that I'm gonna go out in the street, harass people, and behave like a lunatic, it's not gonna end up well, I promise you that. Number 3, do not rent a car. I have friends coming there like, oh my god, then we're gonna rent a car and we're gonna have so much freedom. I'm like, oh my god, do not do that. Yes, Dubai, I mean, in Dubai, the infrastructure is amazing. It's a lot of highway almost everywhere. However, even the GPS and Waze, these are the 2 things that we use here, they don't help many times. And there are things changing. And I'm telling you, man, if you're taking the wrong exit, and you will, in many cases, with the wrong exit, you're going to miss 20 to 30 minutes. And this is per exit. And there's another thing. It's God forbid you end up without gas, there is a fine. And if I'm not wrong, it's around 2,000 dirhams, which is roughly $500 US. So I think you want to avoid that. So it's very easy. We have Karim. You download the app. You can take a taxi and you can order it. It's super easy to use. Of course, you can pay online or cash. If you don't want the regular taxi, they will send you a Lexus, or you have Uber. Now, I know some people recommend, if you want to stay in a luxury resort, go to Ras Al Khaimah, go to Mel Qaim, go to Ajman maybe. I don't recommend that unless you're just very family oriented. You just want literally peace of mind. Yes, of course, there are a lot of luxury resorts there. Some of them are really good. Fujairah, by the way, is very nice, also for scuba diving. But if you are a city person, Dubai, it's the place to be. And Dubai has everything for everyone, caters to literally everyone. And whether you're more into the day life or nightlife, you will find plenty of things to do. But I'm telling you, Dubai is the place to be. And by the way, Dubai has a lot of resorts, especially in Jumeirah or in JBR, or it's also like, which one? This is not really in Jumeirah, it's Bulgaria resorts. Of course, it's not cheap, but it's doable, it's manageable. So you can go to these places. You're kind of like in a resort. You don't have to leave it if you don't want to. So why would you go to Ras Al Khaimah? I mean, Fujairah is kind of like worth it, maybe for a night or 2. But again, people, Dubai is the place to be. Let's talk about dressing in a mall. So probably you've heard you have to be careful. Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, when you go as a resident in the mall, especially in winter, you already know who is a tourist and who is a resident, because tourists in the December or January, they are almost naked. Probably they're coming from the beach, which makes sense. And the residents are wearing boots and sweaters. But regardless, winter. yes, they are expecting a certain level of decency, which nobody really has it, because people they don't care, and people here are very nice and sweet and loving and very they're very permissive, and they're okay with a lot of stuff, and they're very tolerant. I think tolerant is the key word and the right word. But now let's put it in a different way. I mean, I see a lot of girls and they're showing their asses. Now, if you're in another country, let's say in another city, you're in Barcelona, you're in New York, you're in Bucharest, you're in Madrid, I mean, still, would you like to show your ass or other parts of your body? Would you like to be indecent? So I don't think so. So the point is that, yeah, you can wear whatever you want, but I think decency, it's related to common sense, whether you're in Dubai or in another city all around the world. And one more thing about this. I hear people saying, yeah, I was wearing a short skirt and someone came to me in Dubai Mall. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it happens. To be honest, I don't really believe in this, because Dubai is very touristy oriented, and they are very welcoming with their residents, of course, but also with the people that are visiting. But you got my point. Displaying public affection. I'm sure you heard a lot of crap about this, which is not true. Now, of course, the question is, who the hell wants to see tongues all over and indecent behavior anywhere in this world? At the end, we're adults. We're not horny teenagers, right? We can behave in public in general. Again, it doesn't have to be Dubai. It can be any other city in the world. Now, Dubai, of course, it's a little more like, but I'm telling you, I hold hands with men on the street, maybe in the mall, no, but in the street, we maybe briefly kiss, but not that much, because I'm not the type to do these things much in public. But I've seen a lot of other people doing it. And also, if you want to, maybe your partner is next to you, you want to caress it, you're having dinner or anything, as long as it's decent and it's not like, you know what I mean? I'm like, trust me, it's no problem. Nobody's gonna come to you, okay? Oh my God, which reminds me, actually, I was to the story time. This was a few years ago in a I think it was Nikki Beach or something. And one of my friends, she was all over each other with a guy, and they were next to me. And actually, the security guard used to come to them all the time and tell them, hey, yo, guys, behave. Eventually, they did, but nothing really happened to them. So what they did, they could have done it everywhere else in the world. And I'm pretty sure that a security guy could have come and said, come on, guys, behave. Especially because they were also kind of drunk. Now, if you're on any medication, it's something serious and you cannot live without, do your proper research. Talk to your doctor, find someone here, maybe check with immigration, whatever, because yes, when you come here in the airport, there might be a problem. So you just want to be on the safe side. Do not check in a hotel respectfully for the people that live in Bur Dubai, Deira or Satwa or all those areas. Those are not touristic areas. You're going to be disappointed. Yeah, you're going to save a buck. You're still going to spend money on taxis. Of course, you can get the metro. However, I don't recommend that. There are so many other areas in Dubai. And even friends that they have money and they tell me, I'm coming to Dubai, I'm going to get a hotel in Deira. And I'm like, why? You could stay anywhere in Dubai. They have a lot of offers. Just check with the travel agencies. Go on booking.com or contact all these hotels directly. You have downtown Business Bay, you have Jumeirah, you have JBR, you have Marina, even Jebel Ali Resort is an option. Even in Barsha they have Marriott and they have Hilton, but I don't recommend to go there. It's far, it's not really a representation of Dubai. It's kind of like old Dubai, and your experience is going to be different. So if you're coming to Dubai and you already have a budget, just choose something else. Now, there are two things that I want to tell you not to do, but how to do it in the best way when it comes to touristic attractions. And I want to talk about the fountains at Burj Khalifa, and I want to talk about when you go visiting Burj Khalifa upstairs in the 100-something floor, because I'm not sure what's the floor number for visitors. So first of all, whoever comes to Dubai has a pretty decent budget, right? Dubai is not for, how do you call them, backpackers. And typically backpackers, they're on a very, very low budget. They stay in hostels. They don't spend a lot of money. They go to the cheapest places. No problem with them, but I'm telling you, you will not really see backpackers in Dubai. So people who come and visit, they have from a decent budget to spend to a huge amounts of money that they can throw here. So if you want to see the fountains, don't go. There is a bridge there, and there is an area in front of Dubai Mall and something close to Souk Al Bahar. Yeah, you're going to have a closer look to the fountains, but it's going to be super crowded. It's going to be crazy. There are a lot of other venues around. I recommend Erla. I was there recently, and I was in other places before. I think it's in the Address Boulevard. So you can get great drinks, great food. It's not crazy expensive, and you have a fabulous view. Last but not least, in Burj Khalifa, you can go at the 123rd floor. You can book atmosphere. You can also have food and drinks. You have exactly the same view instead of going like a tourist, just visiting something around with no drinks and no view and nothing. last but not least, don't get stressed. Dubai is super cool. It's super amazing. Yes, we have laws, we have rules. Everybody respects them. Everybody's happy. It's safe. It's clean. There's no problem. Just behave and have a great time. And last but not least, you're gonna be like, Iris, why would you give advice for Dubai? Well, because I want you to have the best vacation. And I know it's not my country, but it's my home. Dubai is my home. That's how I call it. And I'm very attached to it. And I see a lot of things that are fake news. It's not true. And yeah, it kind of irritates me and upsets me because I live here for a long time and I know the truth. Yalla, enjoy. Have a fabulous vacation in Dubai.
If you don't do something, I'm gonna burn your face. And let's see if you touch me out here in the street. I'm dead ass. I'm not playing. I swear to God. Make a decision.
Oh, why are they saying that Onijah Robinson got arrested while she was in Dubai? This is the last image that we have of her. It was taken by a passenger that was on the same flight as Onijah that was supposed to depart from Dubai to New York. Before the flight took off, Onijah was escorted off the plane by 2 undercover cops that looked like flight attendants. And apparently the only reasoning they gave was that one of the passengers had to be deboarded due to security reasons. And I'll tag the user down below, but according to her, Onijah was on all fours at one point, I guess while she was being taken away. That is so scary. Now, I don't know why she got detained. However, if she was acting in Dubai like she was in this video where she threatened to burn somebody with a cigarette, then I can see why the police thought she was some type of security threat, because you do not want to play in Dubai. The laws over there are hella strict. You can't even fundraise over there without a permit, or else you could get in trouble for that. So y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to say a prayer for our Pakistan princess. Now, some people are saying that she's already back in New York because she has a club appearance tomorrow. However, none of that is confirmed. Onijah has not posted on her social media pages, and the videos that people keep seeing where she's at the airport, that was actually taken while she was still in Pakistan, not after she landed in New York. So we really don't know where she is. However, I will let y'all know as soon as we find out more information.
I told you guys in the very last TikTok that I made that Onijah Robinson never left Dubai. I've seen so many people in the comments on the last 2 videos that I did about Onijah Robinson. People's like, oh no, she's on her way back. No, she was spotted. People took pictures of her on the plane. Well, that might be true. As far as people taking pictures of her on the plane. She had on a green shirt. They took pictures of her on the plane. But did you also take the pictures of her on the plane when she was being escorted off the plane by those 2 undercover police officers in Dubai? We've been searching. There's been nothing else seen about Onijah Robinson. Absolutely nothing. Everything went 100% dark. Why? Still don't know why she was escorted off the plane. She was put on the plane, bounded for New York, right here in the United States. She never made her destination because the plane never left the ground with Onijah Robinson on the plane from Dubai. She was picked up, she was arrested for whatever crime that she had committed over there. This should be a lesson to everybody in the U.S. who's always talking about flying to different countries, thinking that you're gonna go over there, rope your neck, snap your fingers, pop your fingers, and shake your head, and put your fingers all in these people's faces. Threatening to burn them with cigarettes, threatening to smack them and all kind of stuff. Let this be a lesson. It's real out here. Now no one has heard from this lady. Hell, it's stressing me out now. I'm getting stressed about it. It's real. No one's heard from her, guys. This is not a joke right here. You guys were saying, oh no, she's gonna pop up and this and that. No, she is still in Dubai. Their news outlets over there is not like our news outlets over here. Unlike us in their country, every time somebody gets arrested, they don't run to the news and run their damn mouth about it. That woman over there is being detained in Dubai for a specific reason, probably more than one reason. In some countries, did you guys know in some countries, begging is a form of extortion? Did you guys know that? Now, because she was able to do it in Pakistan, don't mean that she was going to be able to get away with it over in Dubai. Begging in some countries, I'm going to say it again, is a form of extortion. Not only is it extortion, she was making demands to the government about buying her a ticket to get back home to New York. They weren't responsible for her even going over there in the first place. So you can't make them responsible for making her come back home or paying to send her home. You know how many people over in Dubai that's rich? But do you also know that there's poor people over in Dubai? So you think that some poor American citizens are gonna just go over to Dubai and they're gonna just hand them stuff out? When they got rescue missions over there in Dubai, poor people, broke people, just like everywhere else in the world, man. The big question is, I'll ask again, why? Why is she being detained? People talking about that they took pictures of her. Well, show me pictures and clippings of why she was arrested. Okay, guys, so I did a little bit more research on the Onai Robinson case. If you guys don't remember, I've been talking about this and covering this story. She is the 33-year-old lady from New York. Says she's from Philly, but then she says that she's from New York. She's the lady who went over to Pakistan for an extended stay. While over in Pakistan, she gained some level of fame while being over there by making videos and having people film her videos and upload it to TikTok, with her over there asking for a whole lot of money from the residents and also from the government. From Pakistan, Onaya was supposed to be going to Dubai to board another flight in Dubai to catch a connecting flight back home to New York. As we know now, she boarded that flight but was removed from that flight by two undercover agents posing as flight attendants. When they arrested her, they had already had pictures of her. They already knew what they were looking for. They already knew the time that she was going to arrive at the airport and be on the flight. Everything that was done was strategically done. What happened was the cigarette. It wasn't what happened in Pakistan that got Onaya Robinson in trouble. It's what happened in Dubai when she threatened to burn the person in the face with a cigarette. That right there, crime alone is punishable up to 3 years in prison over there. Aside to that, that's the most serious charge that Onaya Robinson has out of the, I think it's 4 charges that she's charged with. I looked everything up. This is not something that I seen on the news. It's what I looked up based off of what I've seen in her videos. I went back and I watched a lot of videos. Again, it wasn't what she did in Pakistan. It was what she did in Dubai. When she crossed borders like that, she went across the borders with the same exact behavior, mannerism, being rude, disrespectful. I think you've seen her smoking a cigarette, which was illegal in the first place. Smoking a cigarette in public. She asked for money in Pakistan, she was fine. But when she crossed over to Dubai, the law says that you cannot ask for money for any charitable event unless you can prove that it was for a charity. And if you can prove that it was for the charity, you have to actually get it approved. So there's 3 to 4 charges, the one being the most serious that carries the most sentence is the one where she threatened to burn the guy's face with the cigarette. That's the most serious charge. Now, the second serious charge is what Pakistan considers as, like over here, we call it scamming in the United States. We call it scamming, like if you scamming people for money. Her second mistake only is punishable by up to 2 years in prison, was when she made promises saying that she was going to build the country and make schools better and that she give kids money over there. I don't know about you guys, but over in Dubai, the laws are different than Pakistan. The laws are different in Pakistan. So what's going on here? I also did more research. She would have to actually serve her time over in Dubai before they release her back to come to the U.S. They cannot allow her to bond out in that country and come over to the United States and then go back to Dubai for her court date. Over there, if you're from another country, they will not allow you to do that. She has to first face the charges that she has in Dubai. There's nothing that she can do about it. She has to face the charges in Dubai. Once she satisfies Dubai, as far as if they give her 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, She has to do her time in Dubai. There is absolutely nothing. When I say nothing, the U.S. can't do anything to help this lady out because the crimes were committed on Dubai soil. So I know a lot of people are a little bit confused about how those laws work when you cross over to different countries. Had she been in New York when she committed crimes, she could bond out. She could freely travel the country as long as she could show up for her court date. And whoever bond her out would have to be liable for her to come, for her to come back and forth to court. But in Dubai, because it's in a whole different country, and she's a non-resident in that country, they do not trust her to come back to Dubai. Now, I don't think Dubai has an extradition treaty where they can come to the United States and arrest people, where we can actually go to other countries and arrest people, but Dubai is not going. So for whatever's going on, out of the 4 charges that I said that she has, I just named 2 of them. The other 2 charges are a lot lesser charges that carries like 6 months or something like that. And those charges, I think one of them was like eating on public transportation. I can't remember what the other one is, but you guys can look it up. Just look up 11 things that you cannot do in Dubai. One of them will be eating on public transportation. That is punishable up to 6 months in prison. So right now, for the people who saying that she's going to do a meet and greet Friday, well, today is Saturday, guys. That meet and greet is not taking place. It's not going to take place. It's over with. You guys most likely will hear about this woman again soon, but you most likely would not be hearing from her anytime soon. The laws are extremely strict in Dubai. The same way that we make examples in the U.S., when people come over from other countries, the same way that other countries makes examples out of us when we feel like we can go over their country and do whatever the hell we want in their country. That stuff is not flying, guys. So let's just give you guys an update. There's people still saying, here it is today, Saturday. People are still making TikTok saying, oh no, she's going to do a meet and greet in New York Friday. And now they're saying, no, she's going to do the meet and greet in New York Saturday. Where's the notification from her? From her account saying that she's doing a meet and greet. It's not happening, guys. It's all lies. It's all made up. That woman is in jail. Period. She's in jail. Like I said, she was able to get away with certain stuff in Pakistan. But when she went over to Dubai with that same behavior, that's where she crossed the lines at. Let me know what you guys think.
Jasmine, you've been on TikTok every day looking for her. When was the last time we've seen her? Like laid eyes on her?
Well, from what we've seen online on social media, the last time was when she was being removed from the flight. And so that was Wednesday, the 14th of February. She was removed from that flight. But the last time anyone has heard from her was actually the Sunday, the 16th. That's the last time anyone has heard from her.
She went missing on Valentine's Day.
Has she found a husband yet?
She with a man.
Do you know that?
Know.
Found a husband.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to know.
Do you think she's even in danger? That's really the thing, though. Dubai has rules, and we've seen a lot of people get detained, and they end up having to do some years over there in Dubai. So, I mean, is she in danger? What's going on?
No, I don't think she's in danger right now. It seems like she is with the right people. These authorities are looking after her. So I don't believe she is in danger, and she's definitely not in jail. So this is what everyone was saying, that she's in jail for 5 years or something. She's not coming back home. But the news we have now is she is safe.
Things which are illegal in Dubai, part 2.
Hey, excuse me, why are you taking my video?
Shooting or taking pictures of someone and posting it online without their consent is illegal in Dubai and can get you a fine up to 500,000 dirhams and maybe a jail time up to 6 months. Swearing or slandering someone on social media or even messaging services such as WhatsApp is illegal in Dubai, can get you a jail time up to 6 months and a fine up to 500,000 dirhams. Flying a drone without a proper permit from the authorities can get your drone taken and a fine up to 50,000 dirhams.
That's it. And in my opinion, I want to say this, just like all the other stories, like all the other vacation stories, the trips that usually go wrong, 9 times out of 10 is because people are very uninformed and they don't do their research. They think that they just can go to a different country and do what they want to do. Like Onaija now is stuck in Dubai, and if y'all don't know about Dubai media outlets, they don't be dropping news like updating like the way the US be doing it, like in seconds. Like a lot of people just be wanting it. No, them, they actually take their time, do the proceedings, and then we'll later hear it. But you know what I'm saying, this is a crazy story time. Like I said, y'all do your research. These story times are crazy. When you're going outside the country with people, y'all make sure y'all not falling out in this country. It's like, y'all make sure y'all actually like the people y'all traveling with, you know what I'm saying? And especially in a country like Dubai, to fall out, like, it's crazy, you know? So, but anyway, I'm gonna say this one more time. It's free to subscribe to my channel to help this channel grow, like to motivate me to keep looking for these topics and all that. So it's free to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that subscribe button, and make sure you also like it, comment it, share it to your mama, your grandma, your sister, your brother, your uncle, everybody in your family. Share this video out, because baby, the more knowledge we know, the more power. Yes, I know I'll be bringing the dramatics, but the dramatics be coming with some education, honey. We learn. If you didn't learn something, girl, you cap. You know, if you ain't learned nothing from this video, you cap it, because I learned a whole bunch of things that I didn't know about Dubai until this video. I ain't even gonna cap. I just did a whole bunch of research through these videos, and they've been helping me and doing my back end research as well. So with that being said, y'all, I will catch y'all on my next videos. Make sure you turn on your post notification bell so that every time I drop, you get literally first dibs when the tea is sipping piping hot. You feel me? So you can sip it up. You feel me? So yes, y'all, without further ado, y'all stay blessed. Have an amazing day, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.
Hey Zuma, you taking off?